Gabrielle joins us in Great Meadows, New Jersey. Gabrielle, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hey, Ken. Thank you so much for taking my call.
You bet. What's happening?
So I am having trouble getting past the computer-generated application process in order to talk to a person.
Mm-hmm.
So my issue is I'm looking for a remote position. So it's not necessarily one that I would know a person at, because these positions I may be working out of Ohio or California.
Right.
And it's a specialized nursing position, but I need to work from home.
Mm-hmm.
So the first time I filled out the application, it said, do you currently hold an Ohio nursing license? And the minute I said no, thinking I could say, but I could have an Ohio nursing license in 48 hours, it kicked me out and said, you don't meet minimum requirements.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
It kicked me out.
Right.
And so then the second time, I thought I was one up on this. So it said, do you hold a Florida nursing license? So I stopped the application. I saved it. I sent my check to the Florida Board of Nursing, went back to the application and said yes. Because I felt like I sent them the check. I could have my Florida license in 48 hours.
Right.
And I thought that worked, because a couple of days later, I got an email that said, we think that you're going to be a really good fit for this position. Do you have a few minutes to answer some questions? So I thought I would get to speak to a person, and it was just more computer-generated questions.
Mm-hmm.
And
then, what happened? What happened on that set of questions?
Well, that set of questions, I got kicked out with the salary issue, because it said, what is your expected salary? Or what do you anticipate salary for this position? So I said, well, this is how much I make now. But I wanted to be able to explain that I would take less for a remote position. And it said, nope, salary range is above that's way overpaid for what this position is.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I don't know how to get past this to actually get a person where I can speak to someone and explain the position.
Yeah. Well, you got a couple issues here. Number one, you might be applying for a position that just isn't a good fit for you, because you don't even know what the salary range is. So
no.
I guess you could go back in. Do you have an idea what the number is, that your bottom number? Like, I can't go any lower than this?
Well, I do. I mean, I know, I'm looking for a part-time retirement position.
Right, so here's my question.
I know what I need to live, but I don't want to lowball myself, because
but it's not.
I'm highly qualified.
I get it, but I'm not saying you should lowball yourself. I'm saying in these applications, you got to put that in there. You got to put that in there.
It just gives you like yes or no.
I understand, but this is the nature of this type of thing. So I'm just telling you, if you want to get to a person interview on these type of positions, it sounds to me like this is the process. And so the only way to get around this process is where you're digging and trying to get yourself on the phone with somebody.
Right.
At these companies, but they've put this process in place. So you kind of, I don't have some secret is my point. It kind of is what it is. Now, I'm the type of person, if I want that job, I'm finding a way to get somebody on the phone and at least say, could you explain to me this process? They might go, well, no, we've got it in place, because somebody's getting hired doing that thing. So I'm just curious, where I was going is, if you've got your basic bottom number and you didn't put that in there, and then when I said, well, why didn't maybe go back and put it in there? You're going, no, I'm worth more than that. Then I think you've got a challenge with the type of gig you're trying to go after. Instead of trying to get around the electronic or the computer interview, it's really a screening process is what you're going through. They're screening people out, which is smart.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then that's not the right fit for you. So, I'm going, okay, well, I know I want to do nursing. I'm a specialized nurse. I know exactly the kind of nursing I want to do, because I presume that's the case for you. Sounds like it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you go, I know I want to work from home, whatever that looks like. And so I'm looking for relationships and connections, my web of connections. And eventually I'm going to find somebody that I can make a connection with before I ever even go through this screening process. You've got to figure out a way to where someone has identified you and says, okay, she's great. Let's go ahead and move her up to the next level. You're not going to be in the screening process. That's the only way this is going to work for you, is who's hiring your specialized type of nurses in your local area, and how do you find that, get around that just general screening? Because I still believe in the good old fashioned recommendation where somebody goes, hey, I actually know the person who's hiring over there. Oh, great. Yeah, let me call them and tell them that you've been, that this screening thing has been really weird, or not even that at all. Just, hey, let me tell them about you. We'll get you in the interview process. That's how you're going to get that gig. But you're allowing yourself to be limited by this screening process, as opposed to going, I get that that's the process, but that's how everybody else goes through the gate. I'm not a go through the gate person. I'm a go around the back door person. And I think that's what you need to be right now. That's how you get the job. Because right now you're just in a screening process that's driving you crazy. That's not the best strategy anyway. It might not be the right job.